Já koukám na to video a jsem slyšel v tom videu. Nemůžu to najít. Jo.
This won't take long. You'll get one for. No more fooling around. You gonna cry now? Is that the best you can do? Mercy! I yield! Please don't kill me!
Give me your coin.
So
Aha.
I'm hungry.
To, co řekl předtím a to, co řekl potom hned.
I'd love to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
A to jako umřeš, když nebudeš jíst, jo. Zajímavý.
God grant you health.
I've got some goods here whose own.
All right. Let's see what we can. Hey! What the hell?
I've got some goods here.
All right.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not?
Here.
Thanks, sir.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Průchuť. Sedíš na koni. To víš, koukáš rovně. Jedeš. Nevidím žádný
I'll have to get
inventář.
something to eat. I'm
Teď
starting to get
vidím
hungry.
inventář. Jo, ucho zabitého kumána. Lol. Tak to jde.
Good day, Henry.
Jsou tady nějaký známý města nebo stavby. Mhm.
God be with you, Henry.
Mhm.
Hey,
Já si
Henry,
myslím,
come
že
to
už
see
dělali
us.
složitější věci teda.
God be with you, Henry.
Hm.
Jesus Christ be praised.
A po updateu to bude lepší třeba.
Good day, Henry.
I'm at your service, sir.
Třeba jenom má loading screen mezi rozhovorem a hrou, tak to jsem neviděl teda.
I hope I can be of help to you.
Jasný jo. Aby se... Já jsem teďko u kováře. Teďko nasedáš na koně.
Welcome, Henry.
God be with you. What can I do?
Takže hodně času strávíš testováním teda. No jasně. No jasně no. No jasně no. Nevím. Zatím mě to nějak extra nezaujalo, já jsem pro trochu moderněji postavený hry, tady to mi přijde všechno hrozně starý takový a přijde mi to jako bych hrál Age of Empires 2 prostě. Tak to jsem nepochopil, to byla mování teda, ale to nevadí. Jo, takhle. Kunešův klíč, ok.
out from under some rock. Dog! Get over here! You're dead. Ow! Ow! Curse! Oh! Oh!
Vent some rage on something.
Raise the alarm! Watch out!
Stop!
Pay up, and I'll...
Najednou.
Tired of life, are you? To arms! Get over here!
Nech mě. To jde.
Hey! What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Hey! All of you! Ah!
Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm!
Nice. Taky dobrý. Jako herního času předpokládám. Jo, kam si myslíš, že to poletí? Tak to jde. Příběh. Kůň docela parkourista. Jo, na to, že to dělal Češi, tak to vypadá docela solidně. Ale 17 bych ho to nedal. I kdyby 1300. Prostě za 5 kg za 700, ok.
The answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my rage.
Got to enjoy this. Had enough, horse.
Herrgott!
Come here, lily liver.
Jo, jo. Ergot.
All that.
The fucking hell!
I'll slaughter you. Hey, all of you, gather here. Rid you all. Giving up already? Fuck.
Utek ten, co se vzdal.
Hey, who's there? Stuart! Get over here! Ah! Ah!
Nice.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
To je zajímavý.
God be with you, Henry.
Exí.
God save you, Henry.
God be with you.
I've taken care of...
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
Oh. I've had another report. Some folk were ambushed to the...
Understood. I've taken...
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
I've...
Very well. I have some,
Let's see. Quite a collection.
I've trained a bit with a sword, and I think I've got the hang of the basic.
You're a bit cocky, ain't you?
I'm ready.
Stand there, take your weapon, and fight. If you look like you know what you're doing, I'll teach you a trick or two.
Jakože podle toho, kde máš myš, tak podle toho, jakoby se bráníš a tam i útočíš. No, až na to, že tady máš těch směrů 5 a ve For Honoru jsou jenom 3.
That wasn't at all bad. All right, it seems you're ready for the next lesson. Now, pay close attention. I'll teach you the most important thing. It's good to be able to attack. It's good to be able to fend off your opponent's blows. But the best is when you're able to do both at once. Master stroke is when you parry your opponent's blow and strike him at the same time. See? I parry and strike in one move. There's no defense against this technique if it's executed well. The thing is to time it right. Block right into your opponent's strike and match your movement to his. One elegant technique and the fight is won. Try it. I'll attack slowly. You parry. Ah, that's it. Good. Good. Technique, but using skilled moves is no easy matter. No miraculous strikes you can learn that will ensure you win every duel. You've got to work those techniques into your combat, force your opponent into a position you want him in, and then attack unexpectedly.
Awesome.
Now, you try it. Strike from above, then from the right, then slash. The strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other. As soon as one lands, you start the next. You have to keep exactly to the sequence, otherwise it won't come off. Slash from above, slash from the right, slash from below. Go! Good. Again. Good. Again. That's it. All right. You can learn lots of similar techniques with every weapon. Train and practice.
Can you teach?
Certainly.
I'd like.
Now.
Can you teach me?
Certainly.
I'm interested.
All right. Now.
I'd like to.
Certainly.
I'd like to.
All right. Now.
I'd like to improve.
Certain.
I'd like to.
First, you.
I'm interested.
All right. Now,
Jakoby komba teda.
Good health to you.
I'm looking for a fellow.
What would you want with him?
move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Luboš?
A poor crofter and a skep. He kept company with all sorts of...
Viděl, no, asi tak před 15 vteřinama, sorry, já měl ztlumený mic. Docela hustý, no.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy.
Has he been up to anything
I don't know. The last few days he...
Did he...
No.
Do you happen...
I've no idea.
When did you...
Just now. And nobody saw or...
Another thing. Do you happen...
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to...
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him.
Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? Judas.
Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who?
And why?
Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
On tam je napsaný česky, ty vole.
Nothing unusual. A bed. Nothing here.
Aye, but better to save a few if I can than risk them all dying.
No, no.
I've come...
I don't know nothing.
That man Luboš who was murdered.
I didn't really know him. He...
Have you noticed anything
Come to think of it, he was in... I was wondering what he...
Do you know what
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and he looked like he was in a hurry.
That man That's all. The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators.
But ask as you wish,
Vypadá
boy.
trénuje s mečem prostě.
I hope this nasty business will be clear.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think...
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the...
Unfortunately, I do know.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid...
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man's soul.
Father, surely you can't be serious.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhoff raiders. Only he... If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the... Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern.
All right?
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son.
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh,
They're dead.
I'm sorry to hear that. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. I didn't make it to the castle. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding...
My poor child. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir...
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujit, so he sent...
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks...
The rumours aren't exaggerated that the Neuhoff stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke...
I see it's every bit as bad as... Well then, here's to those poor souls.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword.
You know what they say. The Lord...
But this is a bit more mysterious.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate let... These days, of course, it's just a bit of that...
Well, we've had an agreeable... So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more...
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you... If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed...
I understand, but that means I've reached...
Chin up, lad.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But
Word of honor?
on my soul...
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his con...
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people.
Our priest wasn't exactly a...
It has to be something topical. Condemning, tongue lashing about... What?
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the...
No,
What do you think of...
he's certainly a wise man. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking.
Where can I find out more?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you...
Thanks for the sermon. It's getting...
What do you suppose?
Ah, that sounds like a good...
I knew you wouldn't let...
Přišla bída mora hlad, to neustojí žádnej chlap. Na kraj padnul děsej smutek, kdo měl nohy ráno
Pijáctví.
děti v mouřenský mají strach.
Jediná hra, ve který máš skill chlastání prostě.
Už se jí bojí svatý muž.
A ještě ho můžeš vylepšovat.
Je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požadem si huby jako poslední den. Buďte se vábí a hora na slávy a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž to
Zpívaj
si
česky.
jako vozy, zítra jen tu svou nejdem, tak nalej mi hned a točí se svět. Ty dneska vůbec nikdo neví, zase zítra Ježíši a není to naposled.
Enough of this!
Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh, come on. You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Nová znalost hudba.
Well landed.
Don't wake at the name.
Dobré. Tak tohle bylo taky fajn, ty vole. Ty jsi došel loading screen a ty si nedostal pěstí prostě.
So, my dear, would you like to have a little ring on the bell? Said and done.
I'd love to. And Henry too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind?
Chcete si zacinkat na zvoneček, to je úchel.
Say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dear. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Dobře už hrané. Ty vole.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears,
Ježiš,
comes the
to jsou Češi, no.
climax of the evening.
old goat.
Come here.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry?
Jo no,
Take a
otec
little
prostě.
ride of our own.
Je to dobře vyřízený, tak to jo. A furt kocovinu prostě, tak to jde.
Damn.
Well,
Nebyl.
I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake
Dobře
up,
záleží
you
na té postavě.
drunkards!
Oh, get out. Where the... Oh, what the...
To ty hovado.
who the hell are you?
Stále.
Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, stay funny, my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this?
Kámoši prostě druhý den ráno.
I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Uj. Ty vole, už 3krát za ten večer, ale jsem musel hodně ožrat.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to...
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told. No need to drag it out.
If it turns out well, I'll...
Christ almighty.
Wonderful.
I could do with a bite to eat.
What? What the hell are you doing?
Come on, Henry. Tell me you changed your mind.
No, zhruba no. Ježiši Kriste. Ale v prváku, ty vole. Jo, to se musím pamatovat.
I thought he'd never show up. The swill pole.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You wicked beast! Just you.
Tam vtrhli do toho kostela na hovna.
Look at him. Mother of God. Any minute now he'd throw up.
Božungr.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know,
To je poděl. On říká v angličtině Karlově univerzity, ale v titulkách je Pražské univerzity.
So Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Zahájit kázání sebevědomě, zahájit kázání obšírně. To je to obšírně, jakože... Já si to najdu na Google. Synonymum ze široká, uhni... Doširoka, zevrubně, podrobně, stručně, to... No tak... To je jakoby stručný, no, obšírně to je jakoby, že to zkrátíš, takže... Já bych dal asi to druhý, no. Jo, takhle. Takže buď sebevědomě, anebo skromně. Tak to zkus sebevědomě, no. Uvidíme.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
Boy has a cheek.
One should not believe in the church, because the church is not God.
Bůh nám snad
God
církvi
is above
jaké
all
klinici.
things, and the church is but a means to salvation,
Jo, dobrý,
which the
dobrý.
prelates do not care to hear.
He's right.
Já tam ještě
It
nejsem,
is
že
the
jo?
corruption of God's
Já to
pastors here
nestíhám,
on
má to
earth
hrozný
that has
delay.
brought misfortune on our
Pokračovat
heads. Plague,
skromně, no.
humans, hunger, and chaos.
Si dal.
The accursed wealth that the church is
Pardon.
drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
It is the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travellers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
No, brothers and sisters, Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right.
Enough about sin, which what if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb, look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for
Down with the prelates.
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair...
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Oi! All honor to Godwin! Let him drink like one of us!
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a silver tongue.
I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague. You told him nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubos tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you?
Well, now Lubos came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubos kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubos killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Jo, no. Bohu to stávej, ty hovado. Docela jo. Jsou toho voda hrozný, jo. Jo, jako tím fast travelováním takhle odkryváš mapu, jo. Tak to jde. Běž do hospody, no.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Cože?
What's happening around? Ah, especially at the mill. Not a week. Whenever they're planning some mischief. And by the... Like that sake, it started an archery contest here. Oh, now I think of it. The local herb woman.
I'm looking for someone they call
Jesus!
Hinek.
That's his real name. I doubt it.
No, I don't suppose he would. Well,
Try his folks' house, if you have the nerves for it.
Hinek.
Slit your throat if you heard you.
To je takový v poloangličtině, cože to byla chyba. No.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki.
Shit.
Ah.
I don't know.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes?
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't...
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and this is an official investigation. Stop trying to...
I apologize if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hinek is.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been cleared.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one.
That's no surprise. But what of it?
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hinek...
I can't say you put my mind at ease. All right.
And you don't know where he...
I've got an idea.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few...
Well, it's not much to go on. Don't you have any...
I really don't know nothing about that.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some...
He had...
I suppose.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin.
All right. I'll have...
Don't get it. What don't you get? Why do we have to sniff around for some stinking tanner? Can't we
I want to ask about the...
ask someone else. You'd only drive my customer.
Really? I heard a difference.
Who are you?
A friend of Hinek's. He's got...
I don't know where he is. If you find the...
I've no time for this.
Am I now?
This is a nice alehouse you have here. What do you think? So are you going to talk?
Fine.
See now?
I did some deals with Vicky, but
I hear...
Not exactly. But I happen to know...
How do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil.
And do you know...
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck.
Jesus Christ. What am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you. At least, you've no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Huh. Then who are you?
I come here in the name of Sir Radzig Kabila and Sir Han...
Got no idea.
Save your breath. If you want any chance to escape the gallows.
Jesus Christ.
So?
Fine then.
That Neuhoff raider.
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off.
What do you mean?
There were two gangs there. Mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhoff. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pavan. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan them and the like. He got us into that.
What about the others?
Yeah.
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy. I've been with him the longest. He's...
Who got your 2 gangs together?
Pius. He comes to us. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front.
Where did the rest of your...
You saw Limpy?
Yes, but he's no use to me now.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit...
Did you know any of...
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar.
I don't suppose...
On the...
Did Timmy
Somewhere in the wood.
Tell me...
Meanwhile...
And it... What? What happened after that?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him.
There was some
You could say that, yeah. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his vodka.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they...
That's all I need to know.
Well...
Hey, over here! It's up here. Shh. Jay, found the cave. Billy.
Oh, shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Fuck!
At least they don't know I'm here. The 2 of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Jesus Christ. All right. I suppose you're right.
you doing there? I wanted to vent my rage on someone. Bring it on!
Who are you? I've got some more questions.
What?
Who is...
I never saw him before.
Did you notice what...
No, it was just...
I think I once had the doubtful honor of... You're coming...
Don't suppose there's...
Why should I?
I didn't do nothing all that bad, and I told you everything I know.
Nothing bad. How many people were screaming?
I didn't kill no one, and...
But you had a hand in it, and you wanted...
I'm no saint, but surely I don't deserve to hang for that. It was them others.
I don't give a tinker's curse. You were there, you didn't warn anyone, and you helped those murderers.
You're condemning me.
Maybe Sir Hanish will have mercy on you. You've had the devil...
No, nevím, co si o tom mám myslet. Je to zajímavý, ale moc, jak to říct. No. Prostě ten design té hry je moc starý, jakoby. Já nevím. Hrozně mi to jakoby kazí ten zážitek z té hry, že kdyby ty celkové ty prvky toho rozhraní byly jakoby vyrobený jinak, tak modernějc, tak by to bylo asi lepší pro mě, no. No. Nevím, no, abych si to dal prostě dohromady celkově jakoby ten názor na to, tak bych si to musel zahrát. Já z videa toho moc nepoznám, ale když tak jako na to koukám, tak zatím potom jako netoužím nějak, no. Witcher je asi pro mě daleko zajímavější RPGčko než tohle, no. Koukám pořád, no. Pošli, no, protože... No, pošli. Protože je to zpoždění o dost, no.